welcome back to another video. Today, after the draft, after both parts of the draft, today we have some of the most important parts of our first year in the sim. We have the re-signing of contracts and free agency. So for this part of our video, we will be doing this a couple different ways. We'll do it in 4 parts, alright? Our first part is going to be the renewing of the contracts. The second part will be any trades these teams like to make, because some people don't have goalies, some people have like 14 defenders, and not every team is thinking that they will be cap compliant at the end. Our our second to last part will be free agency. All these great players, Nelson, Doughty, a little on the older side, but who knows? Some veteran presence, maybe what these teams need. And then we are going right back to trades, last trades, and tomorrow's video will be the preseason, and if we can get it, the first day of the regular season. So, we'll be starting this video with ChatGPT and whoever they want. So, ChatGPT is going to want Jake Sanderson first. Alright, let's see. Contracts, Jake Sanderson. He's asking 2 under less than $1 million. So, let's see. ChatGPT wanted him for 8 years, full no movement clause. So we're gonna give him that, and he can't do. All right, so we're gonna tell ChatGPT that it's Sanderson's 2 times 0.975. I have a feeling he'll say yes, but I'm not sure. All right, yeah, he wanted long-term deal. I knew that wasn't gonna happen, and I cannot even send him more money. I can barely send him less money, and I can't send him a clause. So Sanderson, that is your offer. So ChatGPT wanted Logan Thompson for 7.75, 8 years. Logan Thompson wants 8.975, but it's still medium interest. Oh, far from home. So we're just gonna put this. ChatGPT wanted 7.75. We're gonna give him 8.75, and we'll see how this goes. Marco Rossi also wants a very low contract, 2 years, likely the second part of his ELC. Likely the second part of his ELC. Sorry if I just said that. And we'll send that to him, and we are on to the next player. He wants Trevor Zegras at a fair amount, I'd say. Okay. All right, we'll see. Drafted. ChatGPT wants 7.75. Let's say no movement clause. I think he said he didn't want a clause unless it really helped him cap wise, and it does. So we're gonna send this offer to Zegras and go to the next player. Next player is Kairu, 7.25. This is the best offer we can get for Kairu. It is actually significantly under what ChatGPT was willing to pay, still with high interest, so that's going to be great for him as we send his offer there. Alright, realistically, this will all average out, but Sanheim does want a little more than ChatGPT is willing to give, but it'll average out, so we are okay. Pedersen, 4 times 5.25. 4. He's not going to do that at all. Will he do 5? It's 5.25. He won't. We'll do that. It's again, Everything will average out. We'll be okay here. ChatGPT is not going to get mad. And that is everybody. So, one team done. That's it. We will sim to the next day in a little bit after we have everybody's first guy. Some noticeables he left out. Trocheck he left out. McCabe. Those are the only two on the top step. But when we go down a little bit, Shelovs and Shea and Scott Morrow. So a couple defensive pieces. But when you look at their lineup, their defense seems to be okay for now. A little bit depth is what they need, but we'll see where they go free agency. Our next team is the Silicon Valley Claudes. So let's get this started. He would like to offer Hedman a actually big offer, leading him to he's 39, 5x7, and the next player he wants is Mika Zibanejad. Mika wants 4x10. Claude is offering $2 million a year less with the modified no trade clause, but very low interest. They may not win a championship. That's what Mika's looking for. We will see where this one goes. He may be testing free agency. Askarov is the first goalie we'll sign, and we will give him the million and what he wants. Perfect. Same thing for Barbashev. Claude doesn't value these players very high. He's actually on the second tier, as you can see how Claude lined this up. But Mantha is the next, so we'll see where that goes. Again, Claude lowballing people here, and the next player, Brock Besser, 2 to 3, 5.5, or through 7. You know what? 2 to 3, no movement clause. And let's see, he said max of 7 million. Let's see how much it's gonna take to get him to high interest. Okay, we're gonna go back down. We're looking at 6.5 roughly. As long as he's on medium interest, I think he'll be okay. Yeah, so 6.5 seems like a fair offer for Brock Besser with the no movement clause. And we're on to the next play. He sent a weird one to Stammer. I don't think he's gonna accept it, but he wanted to give it a try. He was actually in tier 4, so now we go back up to tier 3. Siegenthaler, 3 to 4 years, 3 to 4 million. Siegenthaler, 3 years. Ooh. Was there a yes, no trade clause. Ooh, alright. Maybe we could lower it down a little bit. We're gonna send that. That may work for Siegenthaler, and it will work for Claude. That is perfect for both of those teams. And the next player is Chinnikov, 2 to 3 years, 2.5 to 3.5 million. 2 to 3 years. 3.5 was the most he would go. Claude would go, and we're gonna send that offer. And that is all he says. I'm gonna do these on my own. But the only ELC is Will Smith going to the NHL. Alright, all those contracts have been sent. The next team we're looking at is Pies Puckbots. Woohoo, this is what I think is going to be a very interesting team. Not really the AI you want working this, but maybe they could surprise us, who knows? They have some really good players they need to offer contracts to, and number 1 is Philip Forsberg. Full no trade clause. No trade clause. Does the no movement clause affect me? Okay. No trade clause. He didn't give me a price, so we're gonna do 6x10. He does have a low interest. We'll see where that goes. Our next player is Hagel, modified no trade clause. Yeah, okay. Still no price, so I'm gonna do these on my own. Hagel, modified no trade clause. We're gonna do 5 teams for now. He really has no signing interest for this team whatsoever. But we're gonna go with that. They can't afford both of these players. This is going to be interesting how they go through this. Next team is Gunther. No movement clause. Dorofiev. That's it. All right, Gunther. We'll do that. Dorofeev. No movement clause. Still low interest. And we'll just send that over. Uyghur. That's it. This has been quick for Pies Puckbot here. I can't really commentate this very much. I mean, they have no cap. They have 19 million. They just offered four players, $7 million each. That's all we can send there. This is gonna be rough. Anyway, next team, a team who knows what they're doing. Grok. We have Grok's Arctic here, and the first player is Clayton Keller. No movement clause. 8 years, 9.5 million. Ooh. See if we could get this down to 9.5. 9.5 million, and he wanted a full no trade clause, correct? No movement clause. Yeah. No movement clause. Perfect. That offer is going to be good for them. Matthew Nyes, modify no trade clause. Oh, he's just going to take the ELC, and we're going to be done with that. It's easy. Connect me. Connect me. All right. We're going to send this. Connect me may not accept that, but that may be better for Grok. They have not a lot of cap to sign some of these great players. So Pierre Luc Dubois, 4 to 6, 5.5 to 7. 4 to 6. Ooh, maybe we'll offer him. Let's see, where do we get him high interest? Yeah, okay. And that'll be that there. That's easy. That's what Grok wants. And the next tier of players he wants. No full no trade clause. Alright, so these are the players, and I'll do these on my own. But that's it for Grok, really, with their strong players. Alright, Meta is up next. The Meta Ice Goblins. One of the coolest names and logos we have here. They are, where'd they go? Yes, the Garden State Meta Ice Goblins. They have some interesting plays, and they may have a trade coming up. I cannot tell you yet. We need to get through all 16 of these teams, but they may have a trade. Alright, so they want Hellebuck for a decent amount of time. 8 years. That'll run until he's 40. 9 million a year. No movement clause whatsoever. I don't know if that contract's gonna work out. Next one, Nikita Kucherov. Kucherov. 2 to 3, 10 million. I don't know if we're gonna get that. Yeah. 3. He wants 15 million. We're offering 10 million. I think that's easier than doing the slider. Very low interest. When does it bring him up to medium interest? Or low interest? Yeah, no, okay. 10 million will be the offer. Sorry, Cooch. Definitely not what you want, but I don't know. Suzuki, 6 to 8, 7.5 to 8.5. Suzuki, 6 to 8, 7.5. So 8.5. I think that's right. Yeah. All right. Low interest, but again, low interest doesn't mean not happening. Next is point 4 to 6, 8.5 to 9.5. 6. No, I think we may be able to lock in point. Let's see. Yeah, that should be good for point. Next is Soros, 6.5 to 7.5 for 3 to 5 years. I think we may be able to do 7.5. Yeah, looks good for Soros. Congrats. Next, Brat, 5 to 7, 7 to 8. We'll do 5 to 7, 7 to 8. Yeah, okay. Send offer. Next is Anderson, 4 to 6, 5 to 7. Anderson, yeah. Ooh, if we could get him down to 6.5, that may be perfect. Yeah, alright, that should be good. Next, neighbors, 3 to 5, 4.5, 4 to 5. Neighbors. Neighbors. Ooh, that'd be perfect for him, actually. That's great. Alright, Holloway. I think, if I'm not wrong, all three of those players, so we'll check. Holloway, yep, ELC. This guy, let's see, this should be an ELC as well. Yep, and Graph should be an ELC. Yes, perfect. Let's see. Okay, so 2 years, 5 million for Olmark. This is the only player they can afford after that. So 2 years, 5 million. Yeah, so this year, 8 years, 5 million should be good. I'll tell you why I'm doing that later on, but our next AI is Gemini. Right before we do Gemini, actually, we're going to do my team. I don't really know where I'm going to go with this, but I know I have the cap. So, we're going to give Dobson, I'm good with that. That's easy. Radish, fairly similar deal, but a little bit less. We're going to go for 8.5. So that's 17 million cap burned. I feel like I'm overpaying for Tavares, but okay. See what a no trade clause does here. If we could bring it down to 6 million. Yeah, perfect. That'll be okay. I'm fine with that, actually. You and me here. I want him under 6. Oh, we can do 6. All right, those 5. Ladar, he's going to be a key piece in my team, but I can't offer more than 5. Pesci, I'm going to stay for a little bit. I may let him walk. Michkov, we're signing. Cates, can we get him for? Yeah, all right, we'll do 4.5. I'm fine with Cates 4.5. McBain. McBain's interesting. Yeah, I'm fine with that, actually. I'm okay with that, I guess. I don't know who he is. And then, yeah, realistically, that's it for now. We're going to send a couple ELCs out. But these guys are going to be going to my HL team. So, for now, that's it for me. And we are next going to the Gemini City Cyber Centaurians. So, yeah, I'll see where this goes. Likely, this video is already 19 minutes. You guys are watching this. If you're here, thank you very much. If you like it, like and subscribe. But we're going to finish Resign today, definitely. And the first set of trades. Maybe tomorrow, or even if we could hit another video today, maybe. A second video would be free agency and the second round of trades. Then tomorrow we would still be on pace to do the first part of the season. But Gemini, you are up. Both of these parties are very interested in that deal. So let's see if we can get the, what do you call it? Maple Leafs 1-2 here. So 7 times 10.5 is the max for Marner. What if we did 8 times 10.5? He'll do it. I think that's going to be good. Churn, 4 to 6, 6.5 to 7.5. Oh, that's a lot. I don't know about that. We're going to hold off. We're going to ask them later. Oh, Chichurin, modified, no trade clause. Let's see if he's interested. Modify no trade clause. 5 years, 6.5. I don't think that's gonna happen at all. No, not even close. Okay. Tutorial ones. Let's see what they're doing. But while they do that, next one is Privetti 2 to 3, 3.5 to 4.8. All right, we'll send Privetti that. We're gonna send Cooley what he wants. We know that they want. And let's see what he says about 5-year deal, 7.8, full NMC. No movement clause. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. Our next team here is the Houston Co-Pilot Comets. Alright. We want these guys here for 8 million. So I'm gonna do this one on my own. You guys don't need to see much for this one. It's all these players for 7 or 8 years. Yeah, we'll see this. I was gonna do this completely on my own, but I just wanted to let you know Ovechkin has yet to be signed. We'll see if that changes, see if they have any money left. But our next team is going to be Perplexity. Alright, let's see where they go. Alright, Perplexity's first order of business is Hughes. They want to give Hughes exactly what he wants. Nothing more, nothing less. That'll be that. That's what he wants, that's what he can get. And it's McAvoy, Sorokin, and Barzal. Sorokin's good, McAvoy's good. Barzal's also good, so I don't know why they did that. Miller, Lacombe, Willander. Miller. Alright. Lacombe is good already, my bad. And Willander. Yes, Willander. Sign him. Sign Willander. Next team is, sorry, next player. Baron, Gritsuk, Bjorkstrand. Baron, Gritsuk. Those two were on pretty cheap contracts, so that's okay. Then it's Suter, Lilleberg, Geeky, and Lindbaum. Lilleberg, Suter, Geeky, and Lindblom. And that should be everything for now. I don't know. Yeah, we're not going to do the optional depth, guys. Everything was in this. I checked. That's very good, especially with it averaging out a little bit. So that's perfect. And our next team on the list will be the Seattle Ciphers. Alright, let's see. Yes. Was it these guys? Yes, alright, these are the contracts. You see everything here. I'm just going to implement this on my own, so this video isn't 3 years long. Alright, perfect. Oh, that was quick. Rust is a highlight that's not going to be signed, but these two will be signed. I just completely forgot them. Alright, that was good. They did only, let's see if I can check it. They did only have 34 million in cap, so we'll see where this goes. But our next team is going to be the Notebook LM Navigators. Alright. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Check them real quick. The Notebook LM Navigators have actually accepted a trade, and I will tell you that as soon as free agency is over. So, Mark Scheifele, 5x7, 8.25. Ooh. And then he said no movement clause, so that was that. You know what? Yeah, alright, that's good. Slavkovsky, full no movement clause, 8x725. He'll take the ELC, that's perfect. Theodore, then Slavin. Slavin's good, so we don't need that. Velarde, Pinto, and Nemec are their last three. Velarde, he wanted 7.5. Yeah, we'll do that. Pinto, he wanted 5. Yes, perfect. And Nemec. That's perfect actually. That is that. Alright, we'll go to the trade next, but as you can see, it's something along those lines. Surprisingly, this team was the most in-depth with their things. It is a Vancouver Vanguards, and Adam Fox is first on their priority list. He didn't want to go more than, let's see, can we get him down to 11? Maybe even 10 for 8 years? Let's see, can we do 10.5 for 8 years? 10.5 for 8 years should work, and we're on to the next player. Alright, so here we go. Our next player that they would like is Jason Robertson, Matt Boldy, and Brady Tkachuk. Robertson is signed, Boldy is signed, Tkachuk is the only one not signed. So you guys may be asking yourself, why do I offer them more money some of these times when I just offered Robertson 9.6 when the AI asked for 8.5? That's because the AI does things differently than what is actually real, alright? Vibe is saying that taking these two into account, alright, they can only afford 7 to 8 for this player. But that's not. I sent them the images of the cap they have, so they're just taking that number and subtracting these three from it. These two are already in, so basically they're gonna think I saved them 15.5. These two combined minus this, which is minus how much I paid, which is 9.6. That's roughly 5.4 million. They're thinking I saved them that, while really they just don't know how to read an image. Anyway, our next players is Ehlers, Fiala, Trouba, and Kochekov. See, it's the same thing. Fiala, Ehlers are both signed already. Trouba is also signed for another year. Kochekov's already signed for 2 more. Now these guys, Marchenko, Korchinski, Hagen, Potrias, and Murata. Let's see. I completely forgot what I just said. Marchenko, Korchinski, and Hagen. Marchenko signed. Korchinski signed, and Hagen's also signed. So you see, they're not taking that into account. Then Petrias and Morocco, let's see, signed and signed as well. All right, well that was easy. Our next AI on the list is the Nova Core. Let's see, go up here. Where'd it go? Yes, all right, here we go. Nova Core. These guys. Nova Core. By the way, today is gonna be officially a double video day. The first video we posted at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the United States, and the next video will be 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If anything changes, I'll put a post on my YouTube channel, but everything should be perfect. Anyway, Stutzel, Sider, Johnson, and Harley are the 4 players. Stutzel, ELC, Sider. Sider signed, Johnson signed, and Harley's signed. That was easy. Next are Tkachuk and Korchinski, who they do not have. Great. Oh no, they do, but they'll have it later. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. Blackwood, Coleman, Lavton, and Lafreniere. Blackwood, Coleman. Oh, Let's see this guy. And yeah, Lafreniere. Corey Perry. Anyway, sorry. Lafreniere I do not see. So instead of that, we are going to sign Yossi because they do not have a defenseman. Yeah, so that's easy. And then I think we're gonna offer him. No, we can't offer him if they don't have the cap. Anyway, next team. Wish we could have offered Hammers, and I'm pretty sure they do too, but that's beyond the point. Next is the Kimmy Kraken. 3 more teams, by the way, and then we're gonna officially sim a day, our first day simming. That's pretty cool. Shesterkin, Pedersen, Lafreniere. Shesterkin, Pedersen, Lafreniere, ELC, perfect. Then Feravari, Protas. Feravari, Protas. Laba, Landiers. They should be down here. Here we go. Laba, Landiers, Moldick. Alright, and that'll be all for the Kimmy Kraken. Nice and easy. Actually, that was perfect. Well done. Second to last team is the Duck Duck Go. So they only have 4 players, and they actually told me who they do not want to sign at all. So, Duck Legacy Manager. Let's see what you got. It's gonna be Sorelli, Riley Skagey, Shea, sorry, and Buchnevich. So Sorelli. He wants a no movement clause. Oh wow, Sorelli does not want to sign with them. Anyway, Sorelli, Riley, Shea, and Buchnevich, if we can find him. He should be all the way up, actually. Oh, yep, right here, Buchnevich. Alright, we'll go to the last team, who are the Pose Patriots. Alright. There we go. Hughes. Hughes already has an extension, so Horvat, Byfield, Horvat and Byfield already have extensions, and Raymond also has an extension. Okay. Ekblad, Pollock, Knight, and Druin. Ekblad, Pollock, Knight. Where'd he go? Spencer Knight. Spencer Knight and Druin. So every single player he said except Druin was already signed to his team. So I think I am going to need to take this into my own hands. ELC to Luke Hughes, of course. Let's look at his lineup, see what he needs. So he just needs depth, realistically. Eichel, he's got to be part of your core, of course. Caulfield, and maybe just be stupid not to sign him. And that's all they can afford for right now. That is everybody. Everyone so far. Alright, so we're going to go to my team. We're going to sim a day. And a couple people already have injuries. Perfect. And here we go. Don't worry about that. That was just a test. Alright. All these signings went through. That's a decent amount. For my team, Fortescue, Sammy, okay. For my team, it's okay. Yeah. And for my team, many of them didn't accept it at all. Okay. So let's go back to contracts. Edit this a little bit, I guess, now. I'll give you no movement clause, fine. I don't care. Tavares, I can make it 5 teams, and I'll bump up the salary. Strom, I like you. Timo Meyer, that's okay. Vadar, I need a goaltender. Come on, mate. Pesci, and I wouldn't be mad no with Cates. I think I'm gonna stop there. Okay. All right. Next, we're gonna go ChatGPT. See what happened here. Inbox. The contracts for ChatGPT. Let's see. Zegras and Trojic. So it looks like everyone else's went through. We're gonna sign a couple of ELCs here because that's what ChatGPT wanted. Everything else went through except Shelov. So we're gonna send. I remember not signing him, but they do have the cap space now. I'm also going to sign Zegras to the 3-year, 7.5 million. Yeah, that'll be great for ChatGPT. And see how much Trocheck wants? That's a lot. That is a lot. Yeah, I mean, more or less the same here. A bunch of them said yes, a bunch of them said no, and I don't think Sorelli is worth 9.4 million. Yeah, I Duck Legacy, they're gonna need to test free agency. I'm sorry, but whatever. Ooh, Meta had a bunch of guys not sign at all. Just gonna keep going down here, see what we can get him to. I'm sure they're not gonna be mad offering Kucherov this amount of money, but whatever. Okay, so we're just gonna put no clause on him for now. For now. Then we're gonna send him 8 years at 11 million. For now, no clause, and he won't take it. So now we're gonna just go up a little bit. Let's see, 12 million. Will he accept that? He's thinking about it. 12.5 maybe. 12.4 will work. Perfect. Okay. Suzuki. Actually, you know what? Oops. Whatever. Suzuki. I don't know. Olmark. I mean, if he could take a little bit less, it'd be great. Yeah. All right. And then Suzuki and Point were the last two, so we'll offer them what they deserve. What they want is what they deserve. Yeah, that's good. All right. Next team. Nylander. Yeah. So after this, they only have 700,000, which means Shaturin's gone, and he didn't probably doesn't deserve that much anyway. Next, Grok. Grok has 5 million cap. Is it enough to get Keller, Konechny, Pionk? All right, we'll take you for the 800,000. Yeah, okay. Moser, no. He wanted Zub. I think we can get Zub for a little bit less. 10-team, no trade list. 5-team. If we put more? Yeah, that would be good for them. Alright. Next team. The Houston Copilot Comets. 15 million in cap because Connor did not accept with them and Morrissey didn't. Well, Fulcher. If we could get this guy for like 7 years till he's 32 at maybe 8 years and he would go less. Modify no trade list. Yeah, that'll work. It's actually a good contract for him. That Kimi Kraken are up next with what it seems to be $8 million in cap. They are good. Wow, look at this. This is a great team. Zetterland. I'll sign. Well, we could take him. Brazo. That's good. Yeah, I mean that seems great actually. New York Magic. I'm just gonna check over. Yeah. All right. I'll be okay. Notebook LM Navigators. Ooh, almost nobody accepted for them. Almost nobody. So we're gonna give everybody a little bit more than what they want. That's perfect. Theodore. I mean, this is 24 million as 25 million as it is. This is 25 million. This is 33 million. Yeah, he can afford that. 33. No. Oh, let's see if we can get Pareko for no. Pinto. Not happening. Ristolainen. We're looking for something lower than 4.5. That'll work. And we can give him more too. 4. That's good. Alright. Next team. Perplexity Arctic Wolves. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm sorry. Nico Huscher is probably going to be the only one they can afford. Except Snuggerud. They can take him. Yeah. Nedeljkovic wants way too much for a player of his. And then because they have a little bit of cap to burn, we're going to put all these guys in the AHL squad. So that actually doesn't even affect their cap, my bad. Now Hagel. 19 million in cap. They want Hagel. We know they want Hagel. I think a no movement clause in like 11.5 million. How much to take in? 12. All right. What if we do 8 million and like 10 and a half? 10.5 million? We're gonna send the offer. That may have been a bad offer, but that's what he wanted. He said you can't overpay for that guy and that guy only. Gunther won't even sign his ELC here. Yeah, that's just bad. Uyghur can't afford him. Dorofeev can't afford him. Broberg can't afford him. Gavrikov, he doesn't want to be here. Pies Puckbox is not looking too good here. A bunch of people who don't want to be here. Do that. All right. Next, Pose Patriots. We got 4 more teams, and then we should be good. 3 million. They're not gonna be able to send much. Maybe Dvorak. Yeah, I didn't expect them to. Maybe Australia. Ooh, if Australia would love to sign his ELC here. Ekman Larson. Alright, that's that for Polish Patriots. The Nova Core is next. They did good. If they could get Hanif in here, that'd actually be a great offseason for them. Kirby Doc as well. This is a good team. This is a good team. Next, Seattle Cyphers. They have some cap to burn, and I think they want Sergachev. Yes, they do, after checking. They do want Sergachev. That's 10 million, which means they don't have a lot. So they wanted a young guy defenseman, so this guy can't afford him. Yeah, that'll work. Next team, the Silicon Valley Clones. Zibanejad did not accept his offer. No movement clause for 7 years. 10.3 million. They got 4 million to sign somebody good. That's it though, 4 million. Yeah, alright, perfect. 4 million. The medium interest guys should sign, realistically. And the Vancouver Vanguards are the last team. And they did well. 4 million left in cap. Not even. And it doesn't look like they'll get anybody else. But that does leave them a little bit of room. Actually, Caden Gooley could sign. That's good. Oh, Ethan Cowan. They did want him. I remember this. Hey, this was the Hagen's bump. Yeah, bump as well. And Crystal. Alright. Now, that is it. We will go back. Office. Go to my team. Sim to the next day. And I may not win at all this season. This may be bad. Honestly. Okay. I still have 30 million cap. I can offer these guys a little bit more. What does it look like by my team, though? What do I need? I need a goaltender. Realistically, I just need a goaltender. And some depth forwards. Alright, I'm gonna go into contracts. I'm gonna do one last thing real quick. And then we're gonna get out of here. Alright. Cates, I want. I need depth forwards. I'm fine with offering 5 million. McBain, I need him to show me that he's willing to, what do you call? I'll sign him for the years what he wants. Yeah, I'm good with that actually. That's 2 depth forwards right there. And we need a right wing as well. Do we have one? Right wing, right wing. Yeah, Timo Mahir. Alright, he's 28. He's 28. I think Strom's a little bit better, in my opinion. See what he wants first. Yeah, 6 times 6.7. I'm good with that. And then goaltenders. Do I have any? No. We're gonna need to make a splash. Alright, so after checking everybody, we are back to ChatGPT, and almost everyone, has accepted their contracts. A couple people in my squad didn't, a couple people who couldn't afford them didn't, but other than that, we are officially done with the Resign Phase. And the next part is our trades. This is already a 45-minute video, the longest we've done on this channel, so I'd just like to congratulate everybody. Alright, if you guys are still here, I owe you a big one. But there are 3 trades we need to go to before we end off this video. Our first trade of the season is the Nova Core and the Vibe Vancouver Vanguards. Nova Core, Vibe Vancouver Vanguards. So, Vibe Vancouver Vanguards received Troy Terry and Devon Tays. Unless they didn't sign. Oh, sorry. That's the other side. Troy Terry, Devontae's. Here we go. Troy Terry. And Devontae's. 4. Kachuk, a third. Korchinski. For Kachuk. A third. Korchinski. And now there's a little bit of retaining in. So retention, Devontae's 50%. And looks like Kachuk was 50% as well. Yeah, Devontae's, Kachuk was 50%. Nope, that's Korchinski, my bad. And these guys added a second round pick in the draft. And it was their pick, I'm correct. Yes. Okay. Alright, now as you can see on the bar, this is what we're seeing. Alright? It benefits the Nova Core so much. Genuinely so much. But that's what was wanted, honestly. I don't know. That's what these two agreed on very much. A steal, I guess you could say, yes. But I don't actually even view it that way. I think Kachuk for these two, and I think it's a good trade. Anyway, it has been sent, it has been accepted, and the next trade. Arturi Lekkinen, and it is also with the Nova Core. Arturi Lekkinen and no Pokemon Navigators. Sorry. Third round pick. Lekkinen. It's a straight Lekkinen for a third round pick. Nothing else. And yeah. This makes sense. It was completely a cap dump. That's it. And a clause prevents a trade to this team. Welp. We're just gonna copy this and paste it into this. Alright, we're just gonna copy that. And the next one was Nova LM in that trade. Right, so yeah, the Nova Core, sorry, the Nova Core. Is this a Nova Core? There has actually been an edited trade to see what happens. Would they do the third for Blake Coleman? There. Yes, they would. The third round pick for Blake Coleman. Nope. And we are back to the drawing board. Lusterainen. Yeah, Lusterainen. Alright. Alright, let's see if he'll do it for E2 Lusterainen. I assume he will. If he does, we'll do it. I don't think Lusterainen has a clause. Let me check that while he responds. Lusterainen, yes, he does not. And the cap will work, everything will be okay. Alright, yep. This'll work. Now, there is something we do need to see. Connor Hellebuck. We'll go this way. Hellebuck. Connor Hellebuck was signed to... Oh, was he not signed? Meta Ice Goblins is the team in question. And Connor Hellebuck is the player. Connor Hellebuck is not signed. They do not have enough cap for Connor Hellebuck. We're going to let them know. This was the biggest trade of the offseason, actually. They do not. The trade was 2 goaltenders, 3 picks, and a player. But the condition, they needed it. Sorry. Meta needed a goaltender, alright? So if they were going to get rid of Ullmark, alright, they needed Hellebuck. Hellebuck could not afford it. They only had $3 million in cap. Never going to happen. We're just going to let you know. It was Claude who was the other person. Trade didn't work, sadly. There was not enough cap. And we will send that. Check his trade wheel real quick. Yeah. Alright. So, that is all for today's video, guys. We are going to sim one more day. Alright. Nothing happened. Actually, no, there was. A little bit of signing. So my guys did sign. That was all that was made really importantly. Yeah, that seemed pretty good. Trades happened. Kachuk Korchinski in a third for Terry Tays in a second. The third from Lister-Reinen. A couple other contracts from the NHL. Next video, later today's video. Alright, this is an hour video, the hour special, I like to call it. We'll do one of these this season for the Resign Phase. Maybe we'll fit free agency into it next time. Not sure. Probably not. But, looking at the calendar, the 18th the season starts. Alright? The start of the next video, I'm going to sim to the 8th, see what else happens. Then, this entire 2 weeks will be free agency. Free agency and trade free agency will be this entire week. Trades will be these 3 days, and the season actually starts today. Or sorry, the 17th. Alright guys, it's gonna be real, it's gonna be fun, and hopefully it's real fun. I will see you all in the next video. AI vs. Humans, Part 4. See ya.